Hello, 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 and welcome to the lightning round. Buy, sell, or hold. This is your host, Charles Becco, and I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's on the show today. Man, we got a wonderful show out for you here. Hey, want to welcome everybody. Today's a very special day here at Brooklyn Traders. Very, very special day. Today is actually a day that we start our official stream and everything in between as a sponsored show. Yeah, we actually have a sponsor, and I can't wait to tell you all about that, okay? So, just sitting over here, getting this stream together. While we get started, Sabrina, why don't you introduce yourself to the crowd, and then followed by Charlene. Go ahead, Sabrina.
Thanks, Charles. Weekly. What day is it? Oh, we're on an off day. Today's Thursday. Welcome to our regularly scheduled lightning round. It's usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but we're having an off day today because we couldn't make it yesterday. Who am I? I work for Merrill Lynch. I recently just changed positions in the bank, so I now support the Treasury desk, which hedges a lot of the risk for the bank. I was working for the structured notes trading desk. So for about 4 weeks now, but it feels like I've been working there forever. Same bank. That's probably why. I trade both equities and crypto. I'm more of a long-term trader because we have certain restrictions at the bank that I work for. We have mandatory 30-day hold, which makes it very hard for me to day trade and or do options. But I am familiar with all of those things. I have a lot of long-term positions in equities. I also trade crypto, and I buy and sell real estate. Thank you for listening. Thank you for having me, Charles. Over to you, Charlene.
Okay, I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
And just to let you ladies know, I improved the I literally bought a special speaker to broadcast you ladies even more loudly here on the show, right? So whether you're having mic problems or not, you will be coming out clearly on our side. Take it away, Charlene.
Hi, guys. I'm Charlene. I am wife, mother, newbie trader because I'm always learning something new, and I'm a restaurateur. Welcome to the Day Trading PGEM's room. This is the lightning round, buy, sell, or hold. This is where we pull up the charts live on YouTube, and you decide whether you want to buy, sell, or hold. The link to the YouTube is in mine and Charles's bio, so go ahead and hop on and follow along. I do want to say that nothing that is said on this platform is to be considered financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. But again, we are taking tickers, so you can go ahead and send me your tickers on the back end, and I'll hand them over to Charles. If you haven't already, please click on the greenhouse above Sabrina's head and follow the club. Again, this is the lightning round, buy, sell, or hold. Over to you, Charles.
All right. And Charlene, I just sent you a fresh YouTube link. And so, due to the way that we multi-stream, okay. Just wanted to make sure because due to the way that we multi-stream, we do not have a static link as of yet, and so the system generates a fresh link every single time, right? So just make sure that that you have that link there, okay? So team, what's going on in the market today, right? I mean, just some kind of craziness, right? We have the QQQ here. Just went gangbusters today. Just, absolutely straight up. We had a gang of good news here, right? We had, what was it? I think the PPI numbers came out a little lower than expected. We had unemployment numbers unemployment benefit numbers that were at their lowest for the pandemic, right? And so those were really good. Also bolstered by bullish earnings as well. And so, we had just a super gap up day. I mean, we gapped up like, what? $3, and then we just continued on throughout the day. So, team, be sure to send us your tickers, right? And so, first, I do want to open up the floor here. Sabrina and Charlene, how has your trading weeks been? I know, Charlene, we had a nice little play here at Brooklyn Traders together, and I'm talking about BBIG. I definitely want you to talk about that. But Sabrina, how has your trading week been?
Go ahead, Serena.
Why don't you guys talk about BBIG first? My news is not as exciting.
Well, BBIG is doing what BBIG does, right? It's one of those just let it be type of plays. It'll do what it does when it's supposed to. I sell at the highs, and then I get back in when I find a good entry, and I've just been recycling BBIG. I think it's going to keep doing that for a little while longer before it finally takes off. But that's my personal opinion. That is not financial advice. But today's period in the market has been amazing. I don't know about for anyone else, but amazing. There has been some great stuff. Even AMC popped, right? So you got if you were part of the Brooklyn Traders, you might have gotten a little whisper from me about AMC and to catch it. But it's been awesome. Today was definitely a great day.
I mean, I agree. I definitely feel like today we recovered a little bit from the past 3, 4, 5 days of just a downward trend. As I mentioned earlier, I am forced into being more of a longer-term trader. So I've been quietly, or maybe not so quietly, because I announced it in all the rooms that I'm in. Well, not rooms, all the telegrams and discords. So I've been amassing my position in Lucid. I strongly believe they are going to give Tesla a run for their money. So I have been stacking up on my Lucid position. I have some absurd number of shares at this point.
Ooh, man. Okay. As you ladies were talking about those different plays, right? I was able to pull up the charts on BBIG, AMC, and Lucid, but I did not want to interrupt you, of course. And so let's go over each one of them chart-wise, right? So if you look at BBIG, right, here's the thing that I loved about BBIG and why I'm kicking myself right now, right? This entire time, right, when we popped from 5 to about 7, right, I kept my eye off the ball, unfortunately, right? We had this run up between 6 and 7. I took my little money there. Okay, I want to give a big shout out to Charlene, also to Ono from the chat, right? Everybody think it's all about Charles Becco and blah, 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 and some of the analysts, but no, I told y'all, Charlene's a beast, a quiet, humble beast. She comes in, she throws out those haymakers. Charlene and Ono were the two who let us know about this. Now, again, I was just very busy on the back end today, and I did not get a chance to just be at my trade desk, and I totally missed pretty much all the move here on BBIG. Just insane, right? I had it in mind that BBIG was going to move again because we had this fresh MACD crossover on the daily, right? And then there it is. It just looks so sweet. Look at that, just amaze balls, right? So that's BBIG. AMC here, pretty much the same thing, right? Look at that fresh MACD cross on AMC here on the daily time frame, right? But still testing this 4150 area, and I'd like to see AMC to cross over that area, so that we could, very easily kind of get, kind of make this attempt to close the gap here at 44 on AMC. But I do like that. And Lucid, long-term bullish, long-term. Long-term bullish, long-term. Blah, 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 blah. I can't talk. All right. Here's what I love about Lucid, right? If you guys notice, right, you know what this is? We talk about it a whole lot, right? What is this, right? This is a phase 1 accumulation phase, right? Okay, something that we teach here at Brooklyn Traders. Phase 1 accumulation phase, right? This is when the big boys are loading up. They are loading up on shares, right? And so, if again, right in between the nice trading channel, right, between 2072, right, and 2850, right? Pretty much buy here, sell there, buy here, sell there, buy here, sell there, right? Right in this trading channel. What's also happening is that we're gathering power, right? The Bollinger Band is tightening inside that Keltner channel and is gathering a lot of power on the weekly time frame there. So, yeah. When Lucid busts, okay, I was gonna say bust off, but that was gonna make somebody go crazy. And Sabrina, I heard you with your words there. I know that hey, forgive for Sabrina, everybody. So she's having a little rehab from Carnival, right? How long was Carnival in Miami, Sabrina? How long was it? How many days?
Man, we were drunk from Friday to Monday.
and how was it? Describe Miami Carnival to all of us regular peasants who did not have an opportunity to go.
I'll tell you this, it's definitely different from New York. It was in a fairground. It was a little too hot, but Juve was crazy. I mean, the whole...
Oh, Sabrina, Sabrina, do me a favor. We've got some folks that's not Caribbean or from the Northeast. Could you explain to the folks what Juve is?
Okay, so Juve is usually the night, the early morning, late night before Carnival, where it's a celebration without costumes, and there's a lot of paint and powder and all kinds of stuff thrown on you from the revelers and the different bands that are out there fetching for the night. So you don't really get dressed up in your best, but you do get dressed up in all kinds of mismatched outfits and costumes, things that you would not want to wear ever again. And that's the night before, early morning before. And usually what people do is they go to Juve in the night before, and then they go straight from there to shower and change and go straight to Carnival the next day. So it just turns into like a 24-hour period of dancing and singing and enjoyment. Just one big party. So in Miami, in New York, it's in the streets, right? It's in Brooklyn. Usually Juve is like Church Avenue over in that area. In Miami, they did it in the fairgrounds this year. I've never been to Miami Carnival until this year, since I just moved here. I know this is totally not stock related, guys, but it's I've been asked to tell you. So Carnival itself was amazing. There were a lot of masqueraders, people out there playing masks. It was beautiful. Like half of New York was in Miami, and there were a lot of good parties. I went to the Best of the Best Reggae Festival on Sunday, and then Monday there were a bunch of parties. So it was just a great weekend overall. It was nonviolent. It was, just people vibing out, having a great time.
Wonderful. And Charlene, Sabrina, thank you so much for the education, letting folks know that, again, may not have been aware or a part of the Caribbean or the Northeast culture about how, Carnival and Juve and everything like that and the cultural significance. We really appreciate you. Okay, so we did invite some folks up to the stage. AB and Andre, welcome to the stage. Just to let you know, this is not a popcorn style room. Okay, we do have a popcorn style room on the weekends. The day trading degens, you can say community room, where we sit there and we have a popcorn style conversation about the stocks, and you actually will get all the time you want to tell us your due diligence, why you like a stock, and we publish a big long watch list at the end of the day to everybody and to the different communities as to everyone's favorite stock picks. Okay, what we would like from you is let us know the ticker or the crypto that you would like us to break down and look at, and we'll let you know. So AB, I believe you were first. You first, AB, and then Andre. Go ahead. AB has stage fright. Sorry about that. All right, Andre, you're up next, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for that, Charles and Sabrina. Thanks for that description there with the carnival. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, so I'm saying next stop, you guys gotta come to Trinidad. You know, when we didn't have carnival last year, but maybe next year or the year after. That was first. The second thing is there's actually one thing I just wanted to touch on what you said, Charles, and this is for the benefit of for people who really want to trade behind the banks. You know, you mentioned the accumulation phase, and one of the things I've noticed is that right before, you know, a lot of people say you can't time the market, but I believe you could. I believe whether you say you can or you can't, it was correct, right? And when I was looking at the BBIG, what the ticker you said? BBIG?
Yes, sir, BBIG. I'm going to pull up the
right,
chart here.
BBIG and Lucid. Right after that, you see, right after that accumulation stage, and you know, my buddies on here, down here in Trinidad, we describe it as a trading environment where people are, entering in and out of transition, in and out of positions. What usually happens right after that is that you see this kind of sharp decline, a very aggressive move that is in the opposite direction of the true and intended move, and I see it all the time. And if you just look on the 1-hour chart on LCID, and you'll notice these things that happen. And so right as people get into those positions, I believe they call it a bear trap or a bull trap. You see these things happen, and to me, that's a clue of when it's really time that the moves are about to take place. The other thing that I look at as well is with those large aggressive moves, like they call it a volume spread divergence, where you'll actually see, hey, something that doesn't make sense. Why is this? You have this large aggressive move, but yet the volume is really low. Okay, and to me, that's some level of a shakeout that's happening, and it's these clues that help. And I think, you know, the more I don't know if you guys talked about that from before, but I just noticed it as you.
So we do have a curriculum for those who aren't familiar with technical analysis and such. So we do have a curriculum, and people can go to BrooklynTraders.net to get the curriculum. But here is just where we pull up the chart so everyone can see for themselves. So they give us a ticker. We pull up the charts. The link to the YouTube is in my bio, and they can follow along, and they see what we're looking at and what we're talking about live. So it's not us telling anyone where to get in, how to get in.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So nothing here is anything about financial advice. It is solely for educational purposes only, for people to see what it looks like on the chart, but we don't tell anyone which way to go from there.
Yeah, I don't think Andre's in the YouTube. So, Andre, I think it might be beneficial if you join the YouTube and you can see the charts that Charles is looking at and speaking to. I think that might be helpful.
Okay, bad. I wasn't trying to give financial advice, sorry, but that was just something I noticed. But yeah, thank you. I'm on the YouTube right now. I'm seeing it right now here.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Charles, your first one is Zoom.
Okay. And Andre, thank you so much for your contribution. I don't want the time to go by without thanking you for your contribution. And Andre, please do check in with us on the weekends. We'll have the community room, and again, we'll give you as much time as needed to kind of kick some game here. And we really appreciate it. We just have a structure to the show so that we could get to everybody's ticker, because this ticker list is getting long here. I see what's this, AVDL. I'm getting stuff on the back end here, so let me see here. So the current tickers that we did already, okay. In terms of Lucid here, is it a buy? I would say, hey, Lucid is at the bottom of a channel here, right, closer to 21 than it is to 29. So I do like it here. The daily MACD is getting the curl. So hey, if you like to, the channel buying, you could go for it on Lucid. On BBIG, right? Kind of a tricky one, right? Like BBIG is a momentum play. It's more of a scalper's play. I do like the fact that BBIG is the first day in a MACD turnaround, right? So I can expect some bullish continuation from BBIG here as it gets to levels. Next price target on BBIG is going to be 941 here, followed by around $11 on BBIG, right? So that's BBIG, Lucid. The next one you said was Zoom, so let's take a look at that. what's going on with Zoom? So Zoom has been in a buy sub. In fact, I actually tried to get a fill on Zoom, not today, yesterday, closer to 260. Unfortunately, the market maker did not fill me on Zoom, and so I missed my opportunity there, right? But yeah, my play on Zoom would have been right around 260 and take that up to the price target of 270. But is Zoom done? I don't think so. It's very much oversold, and I think at some point this gap has to close on Zoom here. There's a huge gap between 306 to 339. So is it going to close within the next 2 to 3 months? I'm not really sure. But if you're long-term bullish Zoom, I think this is an excellent place to start adding some shares here. And then watch, let's see if Zoom could get up to 270, get and hold above 270, 280, 300. And, if it gets above 300, then yeah, I'll be very bullish on it to close this gap here from around 301 all the way up to 340. So that's what I see here on Zoom. I'm definitely more bullish here than I am bearish on Zoom. Next ticker on the list, let me just make sure, is Microsoft. Okay, so we covered Microsoft extensively, right? So we know that Microsoft is bearish on the weekly and the monthly time frame, right? It just is. It's bearish. It's in a bearish short setup on the monthly time frame and on the weekly time frame, right? It doesn't mean that Microsoft can't, turn around and have a pop here and there. But if Microsoft is able to close around these levels on the weekly time frame for the first time in 2 weeks, I would say that Microsoft, would be bullish, or not bullish. It's out of the bearish setup on the weekly time frame, basically, right? And the fact that we're actually so very close to all-time highs there, I have to say that Microsoft will probably get all-time highs, and it's just incredible, We're in a monthly short setup, and this thing looks like it wants to go test all-time highs. Just kind of crazy here on Microsoft, but hey, what do you expect?
I can't wait.
Yeah, what do you expect from the number one company in the world, right? So yeah, I would look to see if we do make all-time highs here. I do have some Fibonacci levels on Microsoft here at 312, right? So see if we could get up there to 312, and see if we can get that weekly MACD to cross the same way that the daily cross on Microsoft. Because of the mixed picture on the different time frames, I'm kind of mixed on Microsoft. Obviously, right? If it makes all-time highs, right, that's going to be bullish on the daily time frame. That's going to be bullish on the daily time frame, bullish on the weekly time frame, right? But I'm still concerned about this monthly. Still a little concerned here, right? I guess if we were to get above 305 and close there by the end of the month, this would have been a fake out. That would have been a head fake, right? So on a longer term time frame, what would actually happen, right? Let me move the chart over so you guys can see. Basically what would happen, right, is that all the people who took this monthly short over here, all these guys will get squeezed and they'll, keep going. But anytime the short setup gets broken like that, I would say probably within the next 2 to 3 months, maybe the next 4 months, right? Microsoft will probably have another short setup on the monthly time frame, and that one will short a hit. But hey, incredible move. You can't argue with the market. Team, hey, we're long-term bullish Tesla, okay? Look at Tesla here, okay? I'm going to interrupt the list. I do see that we have Qualcomm first. I do see that we have AVDL and X, right? So I'm going to just do a quick breakdown of Tesla here. What do I see in the levels? What do I think about it? And then we're going to do a very, very special announcement. So Charlene, I will handle the reset because I actually have a very, very special thing to talk about here as it relates to our little intermission. As a matter of fact, Charlene, you do the intermission, then pass the mic back to me, and then I'll bring out a very, very special guest of ours here. Okay, but first, Tesla. Okay, what do we see? Look at it, right? Okay, just great. I mean, kind of choppiness here. We had a lot of trouble around the 780, 800 level. That we broke out of that level, and we're just kind of we're singing, right? It doesn't seem to me, right, as long as we clear above 820, we don't really have any significant headwinds until 828 and 840 here, right? So we get above 820 here on Tesla, and we can really get going. We're up $1 after hours. Not really anything to really, write home about, but it is good. We are still rocking in the weekly squeeze here on Tesla, so I do expect that trend to continue. Okay, so Charlene, please give us a quick reset, and then I'm gonna do a little presentation. Okay, thank you, Charlene.
Okay. Got it. Thank you, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, depending on where you are. This is the Day Trading BGEM Club. If you haven't already, please click on the green house and follow the club. We are here for you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the lightning round, and sometimes on the weekend for some pop-up rooms. Today is just a little bit out of order, a makeup day for yesterday. During the lightning round, you give us your tickers. We pull them up live on YouTube, and you decide based on what you see on the charts whether you want to buy, sell, or hold. You can send us the tickers via the back end on the messages, and I'll get it over to Charles for you. But thank you guys for joining us. It's always a pleasure. Again, we are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to follow your mods, follow the club, and please visit brooklintraders.net for more info. Over to you, Charles.
Man, thank you so much, Charlene, for that. Thank you so much for that. All right, so we are back from our little intermission, and team, I just want to give a huge, gigantic shout out to Sarilla Sparkling Tea. Okay, they are one of the first official sponsors of Brooklyn Traders, and here I do have the CEO and founder Sarah with us on the stage. Sarah, I just wanted to thank you and acknowledge you publicly. And I want to give you a God-honest review, okay, that's not sponsored bullcrap, okay? Now, I'm letting y'all know something right here, okay? I'm letting y'all know something. I'm talking about this review from my heart, all right? So just to let y'all know, okay, I do a million things at once. Sabrina could tell you, Charlene could tell you. If you've been here on the lightning round, you know, the show will be posted for 6 o'clock. If we slide over to 6:30, we go to 7. We be doing all types of stuff, team, and and that's just the reality because I'm super busy. I'm a filmmaker. We trade stocks here at Brooklyn Traders, and I actually own several other businesses, right? And so I'm constantly on the go. As of late, I've been really in need of something, right? Like some energy, and so what I've been doing is I've actually been drinking like Monster Energies. I've done kombucha. I do all types of stuff, And and Sarah contacted me. She says, Charles, I think we could do a little bit better for you, okay? And she sent me just so much merch, okay? And I got to tell you, team, last night I pulled an all-nighter. I didn't sleep, and I drank one of these sparkling silver green teas here. I mean black teas. And let me tell you something. I stayed up the whole night and I didn't have any jitters. I didn't have any jitters at all. Okay, and so Sarah, definitely want to thank you so much for again, it's just different flavors, right? We got this black tea with apple juice here. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that really clearly. Black tea with apple juice here. We got the silver black tea with lemon, right? And we even got the tea bags, right? And what I really love about Sarah's company here, what I really love about Sarilla is that it is fair trade certified, and she is working with the good people of Rwanda to sustainably source and process this green tea. So, it is definitely, doing something that will help the people of the Rwanda. It'll definitely doing something to help yourself, right? Not putting all these harmful chemicals in your body and doing all types of bad stuff, which is what I typically do to myself to keep myself going. And Sarah, instead of just me fumbling all over my words and stuff, Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about your company, Sarilla Harvest Gold, and then about the tea. Go ahead, Sarah.
Wow, thank you so much, Charles. Actually, you did a great job. It's so much more authentic coming from you. I appreciate it, and I really didn't expect this. But yeah, I just wanted to help you get off of Monster, and I've benefited so much from you and some of the other members of the pre-market movers in the morning on Clubhouse, and I've been trading now for about a year and started here with your group on Clubhouse. So it's really helped me, and I just kind of wanted to give back. And I think it was this morning in one of our rooms, I shared how important it was to me when I'm investing in companies to really kind of look behind the label, you know, and when I'm buying products in stores to kind of take the closer look on what their sourcing policies are, what their human rights policies are, especially if it's international sourcing of ingredients in countries that typically, like historically, have used slave labor. So I've been an advocate and activist in that field for about 20 years. And I've been working with farmers in Rwanda since 2007, specifically with women who survived the genocide of 1994. I did a TED Talk about community building and resiliency based on my experience working with them and how it helped me personally heal some traumas. So it's definitely a labor of love. There's a lot more to it than just a drink. But in terms of the product, it's super clean ingredients. I think there's a lot of kind of like fake natural drinks on the market today that don't, you know, if you really look at the ingredients, they're not really helping the cells in your body. So silver needle tea has more antioxidants than green tea, and then the caffeine combined with the L-theanine in our tea helps with that mental focus. And I was laughing when you said you stayed up all night because, yeah, I love talking to people after they drink it to see like how because it's so important how we feel after, right? We can get like a jolt from an energy drink or coffee, but then I can crash out later. So that was just a really good testimonial. I didn't record it. I wish I had.
It is recorded. This stream is being recorded. So you're going to get a copy. That's another reason why we're doing the stream now, right? Instead of the Zooms, so that we can have a permanent copy. So it is recording. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
That's amazing. Wow. Thank you so much. No, I'll let you get back to everything here, which is so valuable. I appreciate it.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Sarah, you got to plug yourself, lady. Sarah, how can we... So I did pull up the website, drinksarilla.com. What are some other ways that folk could get their hands on this delicious, tasty beverage?
Okay, so right now we actually just did a major price reduction on Amazon to get more people trying it. We did just launch Sarilla in January, and we're already in about 500 grocery stores on the East Coast. So you can check out the map on our website, drinksarilla.com, and it'll show you where you can buy when you plug in your zip code. But otherwise, Amazon's the easiest place right now. And then we have another option if you love it, you know, and you want to get it in your local store, you can do a request on our website to have us take a look at connecting with your local store. And I'm also currently funding for scaling up. So I am accepting meetings with people who might be interested in investing or taking a look at my pitch deck and business plan. Thank you.
All right. Again, Sarah, thank you so very much. And thank you for supporting us, intermittently, right? We do like to plug and promote the community members, right? And so, folks, if you have a business, a product or service, right? And I'm talking to all you in YouTube land, in Facebook land, in Clubhouse land. If you have a product or service and you believe that this is it and you deserve your shot in the sun, holla at us. Okay, holla at us. And especially if you already support us, we'll definitely take time to plug everybody as we could going forward. All right. So Sarah, again, thank you so very much. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Thank you for keeping us going. Okay, any little bit helps. All right. So thank you, Sarah. Okay, now we got my man, the Panther, on the stage. Black Wall Street Originals own Lawrence Eggleston. Lawrence, what's up, baby? What's going on?
What's good, man? Glad to be here. Appreciate you having me. Always love to come in here in the lightning round. So definitely excited to be here, bro.
Lawrence, give us your outlook for the market, or tell us what you're looking at here, because I'm getting mixed signals in the market myself here. Let the folks know what you see in the market.
Yeah, brother. Today was a good day for the markets, but I'm definitely anticipating, in my opinion, I'm anticipating potentially maybe a pullback tomorrow, a small one. We had a zinger today, a 70-point day on the SPY, a great day. I see futures are positive here right now. Been tracking them since about 6. I think we'll start off green and we might, turn maybe a little bit flat. But I'm excited, bro. Netflix and Tesla next week on the earnings deck and earnings roster. AMD printed today. NVIDIA printed. It was a lot of prints today that looked really good. Tesla cracked that 817 level. So, yeah, man, a lot of things happening in the markets. Foreclosures are surging. We hit a pandemic low for the UI weekly unemployment claims. We had a PPI index that was a little bit below expectations. So overall, today was a great day for the markets. I got some trades in today. It was a good day, but I raised some cash today on some things. Upstart did a zinger today.
Man, what's up with Upstart? Is Upstart on cocaine or something? Like what? What is up? What is up with Upstart?
Upstart's on a perk 30, Charles.
Woo! Like, look, what? Like, hold on. Let's pull up the. This is something we don't talk about, but like Lawrence, why do we even do technicals? Like, why we should just wake up every morning and just throw all our money at Upstart? Like, look at it. It's on drugs.
Not
it's drunk.
financial advice.
Don't get clapped out here in these streets, y'all. No, but seriously, look at Upstart. Like, it's just up. It's getting started. Lawrence, tell us your thoughts on Upstart, man. This thing is wild.
Man, it's got that. It wants to see 400. And that thing may try to take a run at it tomorrow morning. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if it'll get to 400, be able to break, but I think it may go test there. It's up after hours. I caught Upstart today, and a lot of other people did as well that I know. So definitely shout out to some people in the audience that I know caught it for a fact. I talked about it today in the pre-market movers as well too. So yeah, I mean, Upstart, a nice move. We had a nice break over the all-time high. We had a fresh MACD cross to the upside, a very fresh buy signal fired off over the past couple of days. So yeah, solid. But I just tell people to be careful. Affirm did well. I took my profit on Affirm today, caught some nice trades on it. But yeah, guys, just be careful out there. But markets.
We lost you, Lawrence, after Affirm. Start over. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I was just talking about Facebook and the Qs. We're looking pretty fresh here. I want to see us regain 370 though, but the Qs have looked pretty strong lately. And it was a nice day on the Qs. But I just keep my eyes on the market. There's some opportunities that's here that the past month and a half opened up. But I'm excited for earnings season. I'm excited. The banks did well. So I'm looking forward to earnings season. So that's really it for me, brother.
All right. Thank you so very much. And seeing again, follow the Panther here on all platforms. And again, I want to just give a big shout out to Sarah and her company, Sarilla. Check her out and check the company out on Amazon and also drinksarilla.com. All right. Helping to keep us going here. All right. So, okay, back to the list, back to the tickers. Let's talk about the ones that we already did, right? So we covered Microsoft, Lucid, BBIG. We looked at Affirm just now. Up on deck, we've got ISRG. We have X.
And then QCOM.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Oh, thank you. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Qualcomm, EGOC. We got a token called Tiki, and we've got IWM, right? So let's get back to the charts. Oh, wait. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not missing nobody. All right. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. So let's get back to it, all right? So that is... So that's Affirm and Upstart. Again, just very bullish. What else do you want? Affirm, and as they keep rolling out these deals that they're having, Affirm's going to be very bullish for a while, right? Also, if we're going to talk about that, right, let's talk about SoFi, right? Okay, my personal pick. I like SoFi because it's so low, okay? Yeah, SoFi. Let's check it out in a daily time frame here. We got some momentum here on SoFi. I like it. What's crazy about SoFi is check out the weekly here. Check out this weekly MACD cross here on SoFi, right? All right. So some things to keep on your watch list as well. All right. So let's go to Qualcomm. Okay. Don't want to take too much time away from the audience here. Okay, but we just had so much to talk about today. All right, so Qualcomm, right? What's going on with it? Qualcomm is in a long setup today. Fresh MACD cross. Hey, look at it, bottom of the channel. Oh man, this is like a triple star right here. Oh, what? But this is wild though. Hold on. So mixed signal. We got a weekly squeeze to the downside. Fired off this week, right? So let's see if by tomorrow, if this thing could go back into the squeeze. Okay, I don't want to see Qualcomm negative tomorrow, but maybe if it's negative, maybe we could buy it. It is at the bottom of this weekly channel. We do have a fresh MACD cross. We do have our favorite setup right there. I've got 3 buy signals to 1 sell signal on Qualcomm right here, so I'm going to have to go with the buy side. So I like this chart, okay? For people who follow us on the YouTube, we are also putting small asterisk on charts that we really like, right? So... right now, the charts that we like right here, Qualcomm, definitely SoFi, BBIG is cool. Okay, I mean, how could you not like Upstart, right? But it's like Upstart, like that's like, yeah. I remember when the Golden State Warriors were just like the team for like years and years. Like I feel like if you trade Upstart, that's what you're doing. You're just getting that fully loaded deck on the Golden State Warriors. I typically say that you have to play for Tom Brady. You have to find a team you have to find the stock that Tom Brady's playing for, right? But yeah, like Upstart is so crazy. It's like the Golden State Warriors, right? It's just like so many Hall of Famers all in the one team. So that's what we have here on Upstart. Okay, so Lawrence, nice shout out there on Upstart. All right. Let's look at X, right? United States Steel, right? What's going on here? Okay. So U.S. Steel is a little bit funny, right? It's because of inflation. I really want to be more longer term bullish on it. It definitely is one of those tickers that trades in the channel, right? And you have to kind of, respect the channel trade, right? So buying closer to $20, right? Selling closer to 28, with the mean price being around 24, right? Since it's closer to the $20 handle, I would say more bullish than bearish here on X. But as to what it's gonna do, I don't know. It's a very, very funny stock to trade, right? But if you're looking to add some longer-term shares, then yeah, I like the idea here on United States Steel. Charlene, could you give us a quick reset here?
Yes, thank you guys. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. This is the BGEMS Club. If you haven't already, please click on the greenhouse above Sabrina's head and become a member. This is the lightning round, buy, sell, or hold, where you give us your tickers. We pull up the charts live on YouTube, and you decide whether you want to buy, sell, or hold. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for you for free 99. If you have any questions on charting, please visit brooklyntrader.net. And we want to thank Sarah
Charles.
Amen. Again, Sarah, again, and to drink Sarilla, thank you so very much, because, you know, to have a source of energy that is not totally damaging me, or too much sugar or creatine or whatever, that's going to help me long term and longevity, right? And help us as a trading organization and community. So again, thanks again. All right, back to the tickers here. I do see, let's do Qualcomm, right? See what's going on with that. Yeah, another. Wait, did we do Qualcomm just now? Why does this look like the one we just looked at? Did we just do Qualcomm?
We did Qualcomm already.
Okay, yeah. So Qualcomm is in the yeah, that's right. Qualcomm is in the long setup, right? So my bad, right? Let's look at EGOC. And folks, really, listen. Let me tell you something. EGOC, right, is the most commented thing on our YouTube right now. Now, I know somebody's going to be out there clowning and talk about, Charles, y'all only got 200 subscribers, blah, blah, blah. And it's not really like 200. It's more like 180. You know what I mean? But let's get us to 200. Can we get us to 200 today, dag nabbit? Shouts out to Chike down there, to Hira, to Mora, and also Megan. Megan is killing it out here, you know, with everything. Also, Sinette, I see you. Sean, I see you. Deidre, I see you. Moji, I see you. Just a couple of folks out there. Big shout out to you. But let me tell y'all something, right? EGOC is one of our most commented tickers. Everybody believes this thing is going to run. Personally, I don't see it. You know, I mean, the chart-wise, right? It's in another accumulation phase, right? As long as it goes sideways, as long as it's having like the stair stepper up, then yeah, you could kind of like do something with it. But just as a disclaimer, right, with any penny stocks, right, if the devil himself said, hey, look, I'm going to give you $1 billion, all you got to do is hold some shares in EGLC and I'll give you $1 billion. Even if he gave you $1 billion in your hands, I would only advise you, right, to not invest more than $500 to $1,000 on any penny stock, right? That's my personal opinion. This is, you know, keep yourself from being clapped. You know, I mean, I've met hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who've gotten clapped just going, how can I say this in a polite way?
All in.
Yeah,
all
I want to. Yeah, all in. That's and Sabrina, you know, you're Wall Street, right? So you know the words I really want to say. You know what I really want to say. But like, yeah, you can't be all, you know, all deep. You can't get all deep in the mud out here, as my man Ken Blank Sorrell would say, right? We're playing around with these tickers like this, right? You gotta like. You just have to like have some proper risk management, right? So my personal opinion, all right, not financial advice. I guess I do kind of see some kind of MACD or something happening in the weekly time frame. I don't know. This thing just wants to go sideways. Again, they're waiting on this CEO that's supposed to be like really incredible on EGOC. They're thinking some kind of merger or something. I don't know what all the news is, right? But again, right, just understand $500 to $1,000 max. If you want, right? And again, I'm talking to y'all as if y'all was family, right? If you were my sister or brother, I would say, hey, I don't care if Elon Musk and Tom Brady came down here and said, hey, look, we're investing in this thing. I would not put more than $500 to $1,000 in any kind of penny stock because again, hundreds of people just get clapped. I've seen like maybe a handful of people, right, who like invested like $2 or $3 grand or $4 grand and turned it into like 36 or 100 grand, right? Like I could probably count the amount of people on like a single hand after almost 15, you know, in a couple years, going to be 20 odd years with myself trading here with these penny stocks. And I know people talk about, oh, we were in it. And no. They're not going to tell you that they only invested $20, right? With that one thing that went from 0.003 cents to like half a cent or a full cent, right? They're not going to tell you that, right? The majority of people don't really invest that heavily, right? But more people get clapped. And if you want a most recent example, where do we have to look? Then HCMC, right? let me tell y'all something. I bought HCMC somewhere around here, and I was selling up here. Even when it pulled back, I bought some more here, right? It started going down. I was out, okay? And folks, y'all really believed in this HCMC, boy. But everybody was talking about it. Charlene, you remember HCMC? Charlene and Sabrina? Y'all remember this? Hey, folks was really
I
like...
was in and out.
I'm telling you. They really believe... And they're like... Anytime it has to do with like a court case or anything, team, that could go either way, right? And I believe the court case actually got dismissed, right? I believe the court case actually gets dismissed here on HCMC, right? Who was they going after? Philip Morris or something? Some patent infringement on some vaping or something like that? Whatever it was. Yeah, they got, everybody got clapped on this, right? So EGOC, again, it hasn't even really gone up that, I guess. Shoot. What is this? Damn, this sucker from December, right? 0.06 cents to 3 cents, right? Dang. That's a nice little run for people who were in it since December, right? But for all you new folks out here, man, just be very careful. Just be very careful on it, right? So that's what I see there on EGOC. I do see All In wants to look at my favorite ticker, Square. So I'm going to have to leapfrog some of y'all and talk about Square. I'm sorry. What's going on with Square? We do have a MACD cross here. Square was, it's in a choppy setup, right? I do not like the fact that we're printing out, again, at the top of this channel, right? It's printing out that that inverted hammer, right? That shooting star. So I don't know. I think we have to wait for earnings, right? What I would love to happen for Square, I like, the bears to come out and push Square all the way back down here to 240, 235. The bears do that, and I wish, when they say I wish a trigger would, I wish a trigger would just push this thing way back down here. I wish. Go ahead, push it back down here into earnings. Go ahead and do that, because I'm gonna have my options ready to go on some long calls here on Square. Okay, I did, and this is probably one of the calls that I put out there that didn't actually pan out, right? Right here when we were at 289, I put out a 300 call, and it didn't happen, right? So, y'all got to understand, even Superman got his Clark Kent moments, unfortunately, right? And so this call out did not work for us here. However, I'm still hopeful, right? And I'm thinking earnings is probably going to be the thing that's going to maybe catch some people by surprise, especially with the resurgence of Bitcoin. Payment processors are on fire, right? So let's go. Okay, I am long-term bullish Square. I like the stock a lot. Anybody else want to talk about Square before we move on?
No. Square. But remember when I mentioned Roku? We gotta.
All right. So that's Square here. So let's kind of recap, right? We got Microsoft, Lucid, BBIG we did, Affirm we did, SOFI we did, ISRG, Upstart, right? X. Let's do ADVL. Okay. I did see that one from the community. ADVL. All right. Oh, what's going on? Is it ADVLX? I'm not really sure. Maybe it's ADVLX because that seems very specific. If it's ADVLX, right? Let me see here. Let me just make sure. I gotta count. I don't know. I'm not sure. You do have this daily MACD crossover. It doesn't seem to trade a lot, right? The reason why you have these little dashes here is because there's not a lot of volume on it, right? The long-term chart is bullish, right? So you got to go with that. Okay, pull back to the 21. It looks like it wants to reclaim the 21, so yeah. If you want to dip by an ADVLX, right, you have this freshly MACD crossover here that you have. My biggest concern with ADVLX, right, is that it's sitting on top of the this monthly ATR chart, right? So based on the range that it typically goes, it is running pretty hot here, and we actually have some bearish divergence on the monthly time frame, right? So I would just be very careful with ADVLX. VLX over months and months time, right? So that's ADVL. We did EGOC. Let's do IWM, and then that'll help me get set up for Tiki, right? The Tiki ticker, right? So here's IWM. I'll tell you, team, IWM was a little bit of a disappointment for me, right? I thought IWM was gonna really do something, right? It's just been a disappointment, right? It didn't quite do what I intended it for it to do, right? IWM, I believe it had like a weekly, or I think it had a monthly long setup, and then it just went sideways, right? I'm looking for a chart with my squeezes on it, so pardon me while I try to investigate the squeeze. There is another squeeze here. There is a weekly squeeze here. Okay. I think these small caps are gathering some strength. You know, I do believe we are in a euphoric market, right? And they do say that in a euphoric market, right, small caps are supposed to go crazy, right? They are supposed to go crazy. That's like one of the signifiers of the end, right? And so, if that's the case, again, I've got levels here on IWM, right? If this weekly squeeze could get fired off, right, again, to the long side, I'm looking at 233, 244, and 250 on IWM, okay? It's gathering strength. You know, to me, IWM here, right? If you notice this is a clear accumulation phase. This looks just like NVIDIA, right? Let's look at NVIDIA here for a while. Like, NVIDIA was just, what month was this? Okay, let's look at NVIDIA on like a 3-year weekly time frame, right? Okay, give me 1 second here. And if you can see, NVIDIA was just going sideways for a very long time, right? And so, yeah, right. I'm thinking NVIDIA. I'm thinking IWM wants to do something like this, right? Kind of chop around, break out, and then make all-time highs. So that's what I'm expecting on IWM. I just don't know when it's going to do that. Okay. Levels. I'd like for a clear break with volume above 231 on IWM, and then 234, and we'll see. I'll tell you what, IWM is lagging in comparison to the other indices, right? Everything else is kind of like went gangbusters, and IWM, it did break out, right, from 167 to 223. It did have a leg here, but I guess big tech has been grabbing all the juice, right? So IWM's time will come, right? But we gotta see. Okay. All right. So I do see that the ticker is actually AVDL, right? So let's just take a look at that. Let's look at that. Okay. It's actually AVDL, AVDL Pharmaceuticals. Folks, y'all know how I feel about pharma, right? Don't get clapped. This thing, as of right now, is in a short setup. This is actually like a head and shoulders kind of a situation. Fresh MACD cross down. I'd be out of this. This looks like a sell to me on what's this, AVDL? Okay. This looks more like a sell to me. And Charlene, could you give us our last reset, please?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we hear you just clear, loud and clear.
All right, guys, welcome. This is the Day Trading Feature. It was a pleasure today, as always. Don't forget, guys, we are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for you, where this is the lightning round, where you give us your tickers. We pull up the charts live on YouTube, and you decide whether you want to buy, sell, or hold. Please understand that nothing said on this platform is to be considered financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. Please do your own due diligence. Again, we want to thank Sarah for joining us today. Don't forget to visit drinksarilla.com. Over to you, Charles.
All right. Give me 1 second, team. Give me 1 second. 1 second while I get myself together. Give me 1 second while I get myself together here. Okay. I do want to pull up the charts here for the Tiki coin. Okay, let me get back here. Okay, I think I do have it here. All right, let's look at Tiki, right? This is crypto, I'm supposing. Tiki. Now I know somebody just did that. Okay, I do see. Okay, I do see some more tickers here. Somebody wanted to look at Tiki coin, Tiki token, right? I'm typing it in, but Theta token, FTX token. Y'all see me looking for it. I don't know about this Tiki token, y'all. If I can't chart it, I can't talk about it. So I don't know if there's a different name or something. If it's called something else. I don't see Tiki token in the chat. Let me know what this is. All right. In the meantime, I do see BWEN for Leslie. Leslie, thank you for coming through. Let's look at BWEN, BWEN. Right. While we give that person the opportunity to kind of let us know what that looks like. Okay, let's see what's going on with BWEN. So this thing wasn't a long setup, and then it got broken out of it, and then now big volume, like 1,000% volume today, almost 1,000%. There's a nice oversold bounce here. Where is it going though, right? I mean, the fact that it held most of its gains is good, right? So you just want to see continuation, right? The secret to these things is, you just don't want it to kind of go back to the twos down here, 250, 270s. You do want to kind of see it kind of hold these levels and continue higher, right? So let's see if you can get a stepper higher on BWEN here. Off of these levels, $4, $4.42, and then $5 on BWEN, BWEN. All right. Team, Sabrina, Charlene, any last words before we wrap up the show?
Yeah, I would just like to give Chike a shout out, and also Michelle. Michelle, welcome to the community. I hope you like it here. Please stay. Please join us. Please follow the room. Please follow your mods. And for everyone else in the room, please be careful trading. Understand what your strategies are. Cash is a position. Also, these markets right now are choppy and all over the place. With the foreclosure announcement that came out today, they said that the foreclosures are light, but I would expect it to only increase in the days and weeks and months to come. Thank you, Charles.
Appreciate it. Charlene, any words?
Yeah, just thank you guys for joining us. I look forward to seeing you guys again on Friday. As per usual, again, be careful out there. Not everything that glitters is gold, so please practice risk management. And again, that's not financial advice. Over to you, Charles.
All right, and the Panther, again, thank you so much, Charlene. The Panther, Lawrence, any words?
I would just say, everyone continue to trade safe. Earnings season is here. Please get on those earnings calls, listen to those earnings calls, and hear what leadership has to say. There's definitely opportunities out here. Don't be greedy. I think Q4 will really be interesting. And just close out the year on a strong note. We got 2.5 months left. We've made it through 2021. I'm excited for 2022. Start mapping out what you plan on doing in 2022 when it comes to your investments and your trades. And I just continue to appreciate all you guys here in the community. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Again, big shout out to all the moderators here, Charlene, Sabrina, and last but certainly not least, the Panther, Lawrence Eggleston. And shouts out to you, our community members, right? We wouldn't be able to do anything without you. So Big shouts out to everybody. Again, team, do not forget, okay? We do have a free Telegram group, okay? The margins group, okay? Follow the club, Day Trading Degens. Also, follow our YouTube stream here, Brooklyn Traders, okay? Brooklyn Traders at everything, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, okay? I am your host, Charles Becco, and this has been the lightning round. Buy, sell, or hold. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Hit us up. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sarilla. Thrilla in Manila. Thank you for lacing us up with this nice product. All right. Thank you. GK, man, shouts out to you, brother.